Looks like all the single ladies are staying home as Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour, it is struggling to sell out.
And it's not selling in the States or in London. And so you're just kind of wondering, you know, A, what's going on? And B, is she going to end up like Justin Timberlake singing to 11,000 fans at the very end of his tour in a 60,000 seat arena?
50 shared this TMZ headline reporting that ticket sales for Beyonce's new Cowboy Carter tour have stalled. Now, the tour kicked off in LA on Monday, and shockingly, tickets dipped to as low as $57. So the question is, why isn't the BeyHive settling up?
Beyonce's out of touch, okay? People are fighting for their lives. They're getting deported. They're losing their jobs. We have better things to do, Beyonce, than make you rich. And we're also in debt from your last concert. Can we just say that you just had?
When Jay signed his contract, the big one was with Beyonce. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Now those fucking trophies, trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man.
So Beyonce jumped down on you.
She jumped down. Oh, she was like on a windowsill.
Right.
We was in Vegas. She said, "Come on, I'm talking to her." She jumped out. She was like, "Go, go, go." And I'm like, "Wait, what is she doing?"
Welcome back to Fame Vibe, the place where celebrities wish we'd stop talking about them, but we won't, because the drama's too juicy. Let's dive straight into the Beyonce mess, and yep, 50 Cent is stirring the pot again. Because when doesn't he? So here's what's popping. 50 Cent is back throwing shade, and this time he's aiming straight at Queen Bey. Word is, Beyonce's new Cowboy Carter tour is off to a rocky start, and 50 ain't holding back. He's clowning her for struggling to sell out shows.
Ticket prices for Beyonce's highly anticipated Cowboy Carter tour are dropping like a lot. Just months ago, a fan could expect to spend up to $800 for a pre-sale ticket to the opening night in the tour in Los Angeles. But hours before the concert, tickets had dipped to as low as $57.
That's not all. He's dragging Jay-Z too, claiming he's hiding behind Beyonce's image to dodge attention from his alleged connection to the Diddy case.
So you're saying the success is derived from the marriage?
I've absolutely been treated differently.
The accolades
Because he's no longer viewed as what, like a street or gangster rapper. Now he's viewed as a businessman, entrepreneur, family man.
And the biggest ones, because of the position Beyonce's.
Oh, wow.
With Diddy's trial just around the corner, this mess is heating up fast. The Cowboy Carter tour just launched, but fans are already picking up on weird vibes. Empty seats, dirt cheap tickets, and Beyonce looking like she'd rather be anywhere else. People are whispering that something just ain't right. Even though the BeyHive is in full spin mode trying to downplay it, the receipts don't lie. Social media's lit up with photos of unsold floor seats, untouched VIP sections, and upper deck. Tickets going for just $20. That's not just a bad look, that's alarming. Now here's where it gets real spicy. 50 Cent just posted a cryptic message, possibly aimed at Beyonce, and it's giving serious shade. He's not just questioning the music anymore, he's hinting at some serious behind-the-scenes mess. Allegedly, the Carters are doing everything they can to keep things squeaky clean in public while scrambling like crazy behind closed doors. Why? Because Jay-Z's name reportedly got dragged into those wild Diddy lawsuits. One of Diddy's accusers even said Jay-Z was in the room during a disturbing incident when she was just 13. The case got tossed on a technicality. But now the accuser is back with new docs, and she's standing firm saying she meant every word. And just when you thought it couldn't get worse, it does. The accuser's lawyer is now saying Jay-Z went full mafia mode, allegedly sending private investigators to her house to try and shut her up. And get this, without a lawyer present, that's wild. And now, 50 Cent is putting the Carters on full blast, dragging Jay for hiding behind Beyonce while the heat turns up. He's throwing major shade and hinting that this Cowboy Carter tour flop might have nothing to do with country music and everything to do with the skeletons in their closet. So, here's the million-dollar question. Are people skipping the tour because of the ticket prices and genre switch, or is the public finally done pretending they don't see the Carter-Diddy connection? Is 50 exposing real tea, or is he just being messy again? Either way, the drama's off the charts. Beyonce kicked off the Cowboy Carter tour in Englewood, California. But from the jump, fans said something felt off. A bunch of empty seats, awkward energy, and not much of a crowd. One major celeb news page on X, Pop Stuff, posted clips from the opening night showing a ton of open space in the pit, with entire sections looking deserted. The post flat out called it, Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour starts with an incredible amount of empty seats. The pit is vastly unsold. and several seating sections look empty. According to the Ticketmaster website, the show did not sell out by the time it officially started, with thousands of unsold tickets left. And that's when 50 Cent couldn't help himself again. He posted a screenshot of the news, trolling hard with the caption, "Getting real out here." He's making it clear he thinks something shady is happening behind the scenes, and he wants the world to know. So here's the deal. Tickets just ain't selling, and now sources are saying it might not be all Beyoncé's fault. Word is, scalpers and ticket resellers scooped up loads of seats thinking the demand would go crazy, but they seriously miscalculated. A source told the Daily Mail that these resellers overplayed their hand and are now stuck with tons of tickets nobody wants. Oof. Back in February, when the Cowboy Carter tour was first announced, fans were already sounding off, complaining about sky-high prices, with some tickets going for thousands. But fast forward to just days before the show, you could find seats for as low as $20. That's a massive drop, and it's got people asking what's really going on. Some fans are blaming the flop on tour fatigue, saying Beyoncé might have jumped into this one way too fast after her record-breaking Renaissance run. And let's be real, Cowboy Carter just doesn't seem to be hitting the same with the BeyHive. The vibe's different, the energy's off, and the album, it's not getting that same love Renaissance did. But hold up, there's a whole new theory floating around, and this one's even messier. Some folks think the real reason for the low turnout might be tied to the ongoing scandal around Beyoncé and Jay-Z's close connection with Diddy. People haven't forgotten that Jay-Z was named in a lawsuit filed by Jane Doe, where she accused both Jay and Diddy of being involved in a disturbing situation when she was just 13. Even though that case got tossed, Jane Doe didn't back down. She came forward again, saying she's still standing strong by every single word she said. Her lawyer, Tony Busby, also dropped a bomb, claiming Jay-Z sent 2 private investigators to her home to intimidate her and record her in secret with no lawyer present. And here's the kicker. Jay-Z's own team admitted they did send those investigators, but said it was all by the book. Still, the timing, the secrecy, the pressure, it's not a good look. Especially with fans now questioning if this scandal is what's really scaring folks away from the tour. Jay-Z's team might be claiming they didn't do anything illegal, but Jane Doe is not backing down. In her court filing, she said she was literally trembling the whole time those investigators were speaking to her, and no matter how calm they tried to act, she felt threatened. That's major. And to make it even clearer, she doubled down and said flat out, she still stands by her story, and she's not backing off Jay-Z. According to her, the alleged incident happened at an after-party during the 2000 MTV VMAs in New York. In her own words, she said, "I never stated whether once or 4 times that Mr. Carter did not assault me." She's making it clear that Jay-Z was not just around, she's saying he was involved. And here's where the whole thing really explodes. 50 Cent's not letting up. He's been relentlessly calling out Jay-Z's name and dragging his connection to Diddy through the mud while the rest of the industry stays dead silent. 50 out here airing it all out with no filter. But guess what? 50's not alone anymore. Kanye West just jumped into the mess, and he took it to another level. Kanye went off on Jay-Z and Beyoncé in a string of wild posts on X, claiming the only reason they're so protected is because of their ties to powerful figures behind the curtain. He wasn't subtle either. He accused them of being controlled by higher-ups and even used some wild language that got people talking. Kanye wrote, "I call celebrities F-word, but I know they got no other choice than to explicit Jewish Ds to keep their status, money, and even stay out of jail." And yes, that post got flagged fast. It was heavy, and Kanye said all that right after a leaked phone call between him and Diddy hit the internet. In the leaked convo, Diddy was venting about how he's always helped his famous friends when they were in trouble. But now that he's drowning in scandal, everyone ghosted him. He said, "I always spoke up to everybody, you know, and you know I ain't bitter." Now fans are convinced Diddy was throwing shade directly at Jay-Z. They used to be close. Diddy even called Jay his strategist, the first person he'd call when things got ugly. So with all this silence from Jay, people are wondering, did he really cut ties, or is he just laying low while everything unfolds? As soon as the Diddy allegations started flooding the headlines, Jay-Z and Beyoncé went ghost. No statements, no public support, just straight-up radio silence. It was like they forgot Diddy ever existed. And when Jay-Z got named in Jane Doe's lawsuit, he had his lawyer Alex Spiro jump in real quick to publicly deny that he and Diddy were even friends. Seriously, imagine how Diddy must have felt hearing, That after everything, especially with all the whispers that Diddy once helped Jay-Z cover up some dark stuff of his own. If that's true, then Jay flipping the script and acting like they weren't close? That's ice cold. Now sure, Jay-Z managed to get his name removed from Jane Doe's official lawsuit, but let's not pretend the streets ain't been talking. People have been side-eyeing Jay-Z for years. Way before this Diddy mess even started, there have been non-stop rumors about him getting involved with women way younger than him and silencing anyone who tries to speak out. And then there's Kathy White, the actress who mysteriously passed away after reportedly being linked to Jay-Z. Some say she was about to go public with something big, and guess who allegedly helped clean things up? Diddy, according to Jaguar. Right? Diddy helped the Carters handle the Kathy White situation, and she even claims there's a tape of what really happened. Now here's the chilling twist. Just one day after Kanye West echoed those claims and called out the Carters, he ended up having a mysterious mental episode at his former trainer Harley Pasternak's house. Next thing you know, Yea was placed on a psychiatric hold. Coincidence? Some folks think not. Let's bring it back to 50 Cent, who's been on Jay's neck since March 2024, when Homeland Security raided Diddy's homes. While the whole industry was quiet, 50 hopped on Instagram and threw shots immediately. He posted a photoshopped milk carton with Jay-Z's face on it like he was a missing person and wrote, "Anybody seen Jay? LOL. Puff said he ain't answering. His phone. LOL. But 50 wasn't done. Later, he posted a pic of Jay-Z smiling and waving on the red carpet with the caption, "Here is Jay-Z." Total troll move. But he's making a point. Jay's silence is loud, and he's not fooling everybody. Last seen waving at Puffy's jet. LOL. That's what 50 Cent added just to twist the knife, and then his longtime homie Tony Yayo backed him up in a fresh Vlad TV interview. Yayo said it straight. It's crazy that Jay-Z's now acting like he was never even tight with Diddy when everybody knows they were close for years. Now the BeyHive is in full defense mode, calling 50 nothing more than a troll who's obsessed with dragging the Carters into Diddy's mess because of his old beef with Jay-Z. But others aren't buying that. They're saying the Carters didn't need any help getting dragged into this. They walked in willingly by staying tight with Diddy for so long, despite all those shady rumors that have followed him for decades. Let's not forget, there's a mountain of receipts showing Jay-Z and Beyoncé were more than just industry associates with Diddy. They partied together, vacationed together, and got real cozy outside of business. One key example, rapper Daya once said the first time he met Beyoncé was actually at Diddy's place. That says a lot, and now things are getting even darker. Just last month, another one of Diddy's accusers came forward with a chilling story, and Beyoncé's name was dropped in the details. According to a new lawsuit filed by Joseph Manza, he says he was drugged and assaulted at a Diddy party back in 2015, and Beyoncé was allegedly at that same party. The event was supposed to be a celebration, Christian Combs' birthday bash, in Miami, but it turned nightmarish. The house hosting it belonged to music legends Gloria and Emilio Estefan, and Joseph claims that Gloria even noticed something was off and told someone to get help. But Emilio reportedly shut that down completely. According to the lawsuit, once Joseph was totally out of it, he was taken through a secret tunnel that connected to Diddy's mansion. The person who allegedly escorted him, former adult film star Adria English. So now people are wondering, with everything stacking up, did the Carters really not know what was going on all those years? Or did they just look the other way? Here's where things take a seriously disturbing turn. Joseph Manza claims that as he slowly came to after being drugged, he realized he was in a room with none other than Jay-Z and Beyoncé. According to his lawsuit, Beyoncé allegedly asked why there was a half-naked white man lying there with an adult toy strapped to his face. And what was the answer? Someone reportedly told her, "It's a punishment. Diddy wants him to see what we do to snitches." Chilling. The lawsuit goes on to claim that Diddy ordered Joseph to be humiliated right in front of the celebrity guests. Joseph says he was stripped, forced to wear a thong, and had a black leather mask with a rubber dam jammed onto his face. It was zipped closed, and then a locking adult device was fixed to it, sticking out of his mouth. The details are graphic and horrifying. Joseph says what followed were degrading, non-consensual acts that he described as part of a twisted freak-off. And what about Jay-Z and Beyoncé's response to all this? That's where things get even more suspicious. Jay's lawyer, Alex Spiro, quickly jumped in to defend his client, claiming Jay-Z wasn't even in Miami when the party supposedly went down. But here's the thing. Spiro didn't say anything about Beyoncé. Not a word. No denial, no clarification, nothing. And that silence, it's got fans buzzing. If Jay's team could deny he was there so quickly, why didn't they also speak up for Beyoncé? Especially since she was directly named in the lawsuit as a witness to Joseph's humiliation. Now the speculation is getting louder. Are the Carters really as united and squeaky clean as they look? Or is Jay-Z hiding behind Beyoncé's image, letting her soak up the spotlight while he ducks behind the scenes hoping the heat cools down? A lot of people are starting to think Jay's playing chess, staying quiet, using Beyoncé's rep to shield himself, and letting her presence serve as a distraction while these wild stories about his alleged ties to Diddy continue to surface. Some insiders are now saying that Jay-Z might be the mastermind behind Beyoncé's sudden rush to hit the road again, all to pull focus away from the Diddy trial drama. The timing's got people raising eyebrows. Could this whole Cowboy Carter tour be a giant distraction cooked up to protect Jay from getting caught in the crossfire? Don't forget, Jaguar Wright made some bold claims not long ago, saying Beyoncé's fans need to start their own version of the Free Britney movement. She even said that Jay's allegedly feeding Beyoncé substances and pushing her to work nonstop like a machine, all to protect his image. And as if things weren't messy enough, 50 Cent recently added more fire to the flames. He straight up said Jay-Z treats his marriage like a business deal, using Beyoncé's fame, talent, and loyal fanbase to shield himself while he moves behind the scenes. That's a serious accusation, and fans are starting to question everything. So now it's time to hear from you. What do you think is the real reason Cowboy Carter isn't landing like Beyoncé's other tours? Is this just a rare misstep, or is something much deeper going on? Do you think 50 Cent is actually right, that Jay-Z's using Beyoncé as a human shield to dodge the fallout from this whole Diddy mess? Let us know in the comments. We're reading all of them. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who's been following the drama too. We've got more explosive stories coming, so turn on notifications and don't miss what's next on Fame Vibe.